Howdy and welcome to video number 2 in our new member training series. This training series sets out to help you complete 3 major steps. Step 1 is to increase your battle stats. Step 2 is to level up to 15. And step 3 is to rent your first private island and buy a large suitcase. This video will cover the first of those 3 steps. If you go to your Torn profile to the home page, somewhere on this page you'll see the battle stats section, which shows your current stat for strength, defense, speed, dexterity, and your total. In this step of our training series, your goal is to get each of these 4 to 250 or higher. Thus, your total score would be 1,000 or higher. Gym training or increasing battle stats is done here in the gym by spending energy, which is shown here with the green bar. Before each of your gym training sessions, you want to determine how you can optimize your gym gains each time. The first way to do this is, again, on the home page here, down in the personal perks section. You should find something like this, which says faction, and it'll say +6 or +7% strength, speed, dexterity, whatever it might be. Okay. This is something we call steadfast. So in the case of this particular day, steadfast is currently set to strength. So assuming I don't have 250 or better in strength, strength would be my best option. Knowing that I intend to train strength today, the second question is, which of the gyms should I use to train? So in this example, I'm going to assume that you've unlocked the first 3 gyms. And you'll notice each time we activate these or click one of these, you see these pips or bars that are an indication of how good they are at training each of the 4 stats. Now, in my opinion, small differences are kind of hard to see with these bars. So what I prefer to do instead is to go to the wiki. So we click the wiki at the top of the page, and then we go to gym. And we're going to go to the lightweight gyms. And with each of the first 3 gyms that we assume you already have unlocked, we can see for strength as an example, Woody's workout is my best option. For speed, the same gym is my best option. For defense, the same gym. And for dexterity, the same gym. And this is generally going to be the case with newer players. The most recently unlocked gym is going to be your best option. But know as you get further along, this is not necessarily the case. So here again, always a good idea to just double check this and make sure you're using the best gym you have available to you. The other thing we can do to improve our gym results is to have higher happiness. Happiness is indicated here with the yellow bar, and these numbers represent the current happiness and the maximum happiness that we're allowed. Now, this isn't truly a maximum, and I'm going to show you why. If I go to my item menu and I find a piece of candy, this one as an example, you can see by clicking here, with this particular candy, I can increase my happiness by 25 and also get a booster cooldown of 30 minutes. All right, so watch here. This is 5,025. I'm going to use or eat the candy. And my happiness has now increased to 5,050. And you'll also see this countdown timer. Now, what's happening here is every quarter hour or every 15 minutes on the clock, which you can see up here, every time the clock hits 0 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, your happiness is going to reset back to this maximum here. So the basic premise is this. We wait for the clock to go past the quarter hour. We eat as much candy as we can to increase our happiness, and then we train in the gym. All right, so I'm going to assume at this point you're a brand new member. And if that's the case, you should have received from us as a gift about 200 candies. So here again, you go to items and you click the candy button here. You eat as much of the candy as you can, and then you switch to the gym to train your energy. After the point at which you're no longer a recruit, which is about 3 days after you join the faction, you're going to have access to the faction armory where we provide free candy. We're going to access the faction by clicking the little glove up here. And then we're going to go here to the armory tab. And then we're going to go here to the booster tab. And you can see here there are candy items here that I'm able to use. You can use as much of this candy as you want. It's free. It's here to use. I encourage you to use as much as you possibly can. So you would just click here, use, and then click yes, and you're basically eating it directly out of the armory. It's not going to let you take it, but it'll let you eat as much as you want. Okay, so to recap, it's the start of a new training session. I go to my home page. I'm going to see which of the 4 stats I still need to increase to get to 250 or better. I'm going to go to the faction perks, and I'm going to see what the current steadfast is set to. In this case, strength. Then I'm going to go to the gym, and I'm going to select the best gym I can here to train strength in this case. And once I've done that, I'm going to make sure the quarter hour has passed. And then I'm going to either go to my personal items inventory to candy, eat as much candy as I possibly can, or I'm going to go to the faction armory, select booster, and use or eat these candies directly as much as I can before I go back to the gym and train strength. And that's all you need to know about gym. You want to do this as your primary focus for your first few days in Torn. You want to do this at every possible moment you can. And in particular, you want to avoid this green bar filling completely and staying full for any length of time. When this bar stays full for any length of time, you're losing your energy regeneration that you get naturally from the game. So if this bar stays full, you're basically missing an opportunity to get more energy to use to train faster. If you have any questions at all about this, you can either ask your personal coach or go down here to Faction Chat. There are lots of people here to help you out with this. The first of the 3 steps is finished when each of these 4 stats have reached 250 or better, and your total is 1,000 or better. At the point at which you've done this, you need to report back to your coach that you've completed this step so that you can receive the next video, which will get into leveling up to level 15. Thanks for watching and good luck with your training.